Hello you lot, welcome back to the channel, and it's one of those brilliant days in June. It's sunny, windy and rainy, all in the same 5 minutes. So let's just get into my car and get out of this terrible wind. What's today's video about? Well, it's a little bit of an update really. It's talking through some of the things I'm going to do to the car. If you'd have watched last week, you'd have seen me do these bits on the seat rails. This week I want to tidy up this area, mainly this bit here. I've no idea how it gets worn out, but when I bought the car it was like this. The end of the gear knob is quite scratched, and I think, given the marks are quite deep, I'm going to have to order a new one, but I don't know, having tried to twist it. Yeah, it does come off. If I can still get that one. This one here, this has always been broken. The plastic bit inside is a bit, yeah, bit of a has-been. But what I want to try and do, if I can, if it will come out and over, is take this bit of grey trim off. Now, people have suggested I wrap it. I've seen them online for sale for like £10–15. I've got my dried carrot tools, my trim removers. I'm going to try and hook this bit out, and I'm either just going to see if I can scotch off the actual edging on here, or just spray it black. I mean, if I don't like it, I'll either wrap it. A lot of people seem to do carbon wrap, but you know, ideally I want one of those big gear knob things up here that look really cool, but they're quite expensive, so I'm just going to see about treating it with some paint and probably bodge it, but yeah, it's worth a shot. Right, so let's start off by removing this tiny bit of silver trim. Now there are some clips under here, but like I say, that's why these are invaluable, as they say. Yeah. Now, these plastic bits in here, as you can see, mine are broken. I've seen those for about £10, but I may try and fix it with some glue, depending on how much time I get. But what I want to do, next up, this should, let's get my trim tool. This should also lift up, like so. Bad cameraing, pull. Yeah, like that. As I say, I made these out of some dried carrots. Probably the best things I ever did. And but you can buy yours online at various different places. And if you're going to do some trim work on any car, it's well worth doing. Go on that flashback. Probably don't need that anymore, do I? It's been a while. There you go. Look. Fairly straightforward, and it's out. Yeah, as you can see, that's the bit I'm talking about. As I say, I mean, it was there when I bought the car, if I'm honest, but I see they all suffer from it, so I'm not really too sure as to why, but no. Dirt everywhere. Right hand drive, that is correct. Yeah, not really had a look in there before. Had a quick look, quick nose. Anyway, let's go and take this inside and see about painting some random bits. Right, so you join me inside. As I say, I've just given it a quick wipe. And a lot of this silver stuff comes off. Just comes off with my nail. So I'm wondering about using a really light scourer from the kitchen. I'm sure the missus won't mind. And giving it a go. Whether that's actually going to scuff the black underneath. Because if it doesn't, I may just leave it as like that. But if it does, I may just give it a flash coat. Because what I don't want to do sand all these marks into it, and then obviously have to prime it with some high build and then spray it that way. But if it comes to that, that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, let's do a quick time lapse. It's already coming off in my hand. As yeah, I'm sure that's what you want to see. Here we go. So, as I say, a lot of it come off of here really, really well. I left the shine on, but I think it's been done before because it was all scuffed up. So, yeah, it started to come off really easy just with my fingernail. So what I'm going to do is put some plastic primer on it and then just give it a quick flash coat of either matte and black or satin black, or I may even do it as the same colour as the car, which is Panther Black. Right, so whilst that's drying, I've come back out to the car. Oh look, and in that time, my car's been covered in bird crap. Brilliant, eh? Gotta love it, eh? Right, look at it, eh? The things. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, whilst that's drying, I'm just going to give these bits a little bit of clean. I've got my cleaning stuff and some cabin cleaner, antibacterial stuff. And I'm now going to have to wash the car. I mean, seriously. Right, just spray a little bit in there. A little bit in there. I've got my vacuum ready. And this, I'm literally just gonna give it a clean in and around there, and then I'll literally just wipe it down and vacuum it up. I may clean this actually. To be honest, it actually looks like it needs replacing, so I think I'm going to order one of these and a new knob, although I quite like my knob how it is. It's a bit used. Yeah, right, let's finish off cleaning this. Right, so that little job is done. As I say, the gaiter that sits around my knob is getting a little bit tired and saggy. So I may get a new one of those, but it happens with age. It's just one of those things you can't avoid, really. Doesn't matter what treatment you put on it. But I've given it a quick clean. I'll give it a quick dry. That's the surround, As I say, if you look really closely, you can see a couple of the scratch marks, which were obviously, I mean, like I say, I don't know whether it's the Ford finish, but it basically came off with my fingernail. Yeah, so whether it had been high builded or not, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to put it back in. As I say, I want to get one of those tool gear knobs, gear levers, gear rods, whatever it is. But the ones with the long shaft that you hold up here, which would be really cool, I think. Anyway, so let's put this back in. Maybe a little bit difficult to film because I don't want to scratch it. So yeah, let's put it back in. There we go, all back in, clipped in, looking good. Even the bit down there. Don't know why I put my hand sanitizer back in. That will probably go in the bin because it rattles. I've got to give the trim a clean now, but yeah. Bit of dust, but it looks much better. Obviously, yes, let's try and get the camera stable, Paul. As I said before, my gear knob, the tip of it looks a bit worn, a bit scratched, but I don't wear any rings, so obviously the previous owners have worn it a bit. And like I say, this kind of like gator bit is a bit tired, so I think I'm going to replace that and probably that inner plastic bit because it doesn't fully clip in, but you know, it stays in place, which is good. Yeah, so overall I'm a bit pleased with that. I mean, obviously you can see the difference between it being like a satin black and this textured finish, and obviously that is slightly different to this, but I think it just looks a million times better straight away, doesn't it? And it's just these little jobs that I've been meaning to do for ages. Speaking of which, in my next video I think I'm going to be doing my bulbs, because I noticed the other day when I had my lights on, I was having a quick look at the front of the car and I noticed that my main beam lights, the H1 bulbs, are just normal domestic bulbs. So I'm going to replace those with some LED ones, and the fog lights are like a terrible, just like off-white brown colour, so I'm going to replace those as well, but they'll be in another video. In the meantime, I know it's a very basic video, but I'm just kind of journalising what I'm doing with my car, and I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. As I say, a bit of tidying up to do in the car, and now it's raining again, so hopefully the rain will soften up some of this. I mean, I don't know. There's basically a family of ravens. There's about 30 of them that live in the little estate I live in. And they keep circulating around the properties, and in the process, yeah, they crap all over my car. Hey ho, as they say. Anyway, getting off track here. Thanks for watching. And as I say, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and I will be bringing you some more videos. Must remember to turn my car off. Very, very soon. Thanks for watching.